Yeah. It might not be recording my audio, but
Hello, computer.
okay. All right. So this part here is review. A squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. So what are the solutions? We can go straight to the answers. We started this in unit 2. So what do you get here? 2x and 2x, right? And then what's the square root of 25? 5 and 5. And then does it matter if you do plus minus or minus plus? Does not matter. So we'll just do plus minus so it looks like the formula, but the order does not matter. So, and then the reason this works, if we were to distribute it out, 2x times 2x is 4x squared, 5 times negative 5 is negative 25, and the inner and the outer add 2. 10x and negative 10x, which is nothing. So we have no middle term here, and that's okay. So now I forgot to say our rule. What do we always do first with GCF? So what is the GCF? 2. So take out a 2, write it in front. And then if you divide 2 into each of these, what's left over? Yeah. So that's our starting place. And now we can just finish it off. We don't have to do any diamonds or anything because we know the difference of squares pattern. So we get x plus 4, x minus 4. Yes. So that's done. And now the same thing is for perfect square trinomials. You can rewrite this as a perfect square, and it's related to what we'll do next as well. So you go like this. See how this is a perfect square and this is a perfect square? So you go straight to your answer. What's the square root of, oh, shoot, what did we forget? GCF. Is there a GCF? No, so we're okay. Okay, don't forget, always GCF. So square root of 9x squared is? 3x and 3x. And look at the last term, the square root of 1 is 1 and 1. Now, the sign here for a perfect square trinomial has to be the same. Whatever they are, it has to be the same, and the inner and the outer have to add to positive. So whatever the sign is in the middle is the sign that both of them will have. And see, that works because you get 3x and 3x is 6x. So then you write it, your final answer is quantity squared. That's a perfect square. That's why they're called perfect square trinomials. A trinomial because there's 3 terms and you write it as a perfect square. So let's do this one step by step and then we'll go even faster. Square root of 4x squared is 2x and 2x. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. And then the middle, both the signs are? They're both negative because the center is negative. And then so you write it as 2x minus 1 quantity squared. Let's try this one. We can go straight to the answer, I think. So what is it? Quantity squared is x. Oops, what did we forget to do? GCF. But that's okay because there isn't one. What about here? Is there a GCF? You should always ask that every time. So what's the answer? X minus 1 quantity squared. Square root of x squared is x, square root of 1 is 1, and the middle sign is negative, so they're both negative. Okay, we're almost there. 5, what's the GCF? 3, so you got to take out the 3 first. So you divide 3 into each term. Yes, x squared minus 6x plus 9. And now it's a perfect square trinomial. So you get x, and the square root of 9 is 3, and the sign is minus for both. And so your final answer is 3 times x minus 3 quantity squared. Okay, last one. We take out a, which is 2. Yep. And you have left over plus 6x plus 9. Okay, good. So what is it, quantity squared? Ta-da.